Welcome to AutoCineLab, your ultimate destination for honest, detailed movie reviews and deep dives into Hollywood's best and latest films. Join me as we explore thrilling stories, unforgettable characters, and cinematic masterpieces. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss a review. Let's dive into the world of movies together here at AutoCineLab.
In 2024, the survival horror genre welcomed a gripping addition, The Toybox, a harrowing film that thrusts viewers into a nightmare unfolding during what was supposed to be a joyful family RV road trip. Starring Mischa Barton, the movie combines elements of Americana, supernatural terror, and raw human drama to create a tense, heart-pounding experience. In this review and deep dive, I will unravel the plot, characters, themes, and cinematic techniques that make The Toybox a compelling watch, while also sharing insights into its scares and message. At the heart of The Toybox is a family getaway gone horribly wrong. The film takes place on a seemingly innocent family road trip across the American Southwest, centering on a brightly colored yet ominous RV that becomes more of a cage than a vehicle of freedom. The movie taps into the relatable desire to escape daily life and reconnect with loved ones, only to plunge this fantasy into a dark and terrifying reality. The Toybox itself refers to the RV, a vehicle filled with innocent toys and family mementos that contrast starkly with the violent and terrifying events that soon unfold. As the story progresses, this nostalgia for childhood safety is twisted into an eerie symbol of entrapment and danger. The movie opens on a bright, idyllic morning. We meet the family, a mother played by Mischa Barton, her partner, and their two children, all excited for an adventurous road trip. The trailers, promotional materials, and opening scenes emphasize warmth and togetherness, setting an emotional baseline that will heighten the impact of the impending horror. Along the route, strange mechanical noises from the RV draw the family's attention but are initially dismissed as minor troubles. However, as they reach a remote desert location, the ominous undercurrents intensify. The RV itself begins to behave unpredictably. Doors lock mysteriously, the engine revs uncontrollably, and the family realizes they are trapped inside. Their situation worsens when they discover supernatural forces linked to the RV's past. It turns out that the RV is tied to a dark history involving disappearances and sinister rituals. The Toybox hides a malevolent entity that feeds on fear and vulnerability. The family must use their wits and courage to survive the nightmarish ordeal. Mischa Barton delivers a nuanced performance as the mother, balancing vulnerability with fierce determination. Her character's evolution from hopeful caregiver to fierce protector provides the emotional core of the film. Barton's portrayal captures the fear and desperation of a parent fighting to save her children from relentless terror. The children, while not the focus of deep character study, play crucial roles in heightening the stakes. Their innocence contrasts sharply with the horror around them, amplifying the audience's empathy and tension. The malevolent force within the RV remains shadowy and mysterious for much of the movie, which builds suspense. Instead of a fully revealed villain, the film prefers a lurking, unseen evil that embodies primal fears. The Toybox is rich in thematic content beneath its surface scares. One prominent theme is the fragility of family bonds under extreme stress. The film explores how fear can isolate individuals, but also how love and trust can be sources of strength in dire circumstances. Another theme is the subversion of childhood nostalgia. The RV, packed with toys and reminders of innocence, becomes a site of terror. This unsettling juxtaposition plays on the universal fear of corrupted innocence. Places that once felt safe become threatening. The movie also touches on the darker side of Americana. The myth of the open road as freedom contrasted with the isolation and vulnerability in remote landscapes. The desert setting, vast and empty, underscores the family's helplessness and the vast unknown. The horror in The Toybox is a mix of psychological dread and visceral scares. The RV's confined space claustrophobia heightens the tension, forcing characters and viewers to confront fear in a closed, unescapable environment. The supernatural elements are subtle but effective, utilizing shadows, flickering lights, and eerie sounds to build unease rather than relying on cheap jump scares. The pacing allows suspense to simmer, making moments of terror more impactful. Survival is a key focus. The mother and her family must improvise weapons, solve puzzles related to the RV's dark history, and maintain calm under pressure. This survival horror angle adds realism and urgency, appealing to fans who appreciate grounded yet fantastical terror. Directed with a keen eye for pacing and atmosphere, the Toybox uses its desert and confined RV settings to maximum effect. The sharp contrast between wide, empty landscapes and the cramped, claustrophobic interiors enhances the film's tension, including tight close-ups on characters' fearful expressions, slow, creeping camera movements through the RV corridors, and stark lighting contrasts contribute to a feeling of impending doom. Sound design is another strength. Ambient noises of the desert wind, mechanical creaks from the RV, and unsettling silence are skillfully contrasted with moments of chaotic sound to jolt the audience's nerves. Fans of survival horror classics like The Descent or The Evil Dead might find echoes in the Toybox, particularly the theme of a group isolated in a confined, unfamiliar place, facing an unseen menace. The movie also channels the spirit of road trip horror films like Joyride, where vehicles transform from modes of freedom into traps. The supernatural aspects and psychological elements also recall The Babadook and It Follows, films where malevolent forces represent deep-seated fears and family trauma. The Toybox resonates emotionally due to its focus on family, parental love, and the instinct to protect. Barton's performance anchors this emotional core, making the viewer invested in the character's fate. Audience reception has been mostly positive, emphasizing the film's effective atmosphere, solid performances, and balance of supernatural horror with survival grit. Some viewers note the slower pacing early on, but many agree it sets up the tension well. The movie invites viewers to confront fears both tangible, being trapped and pursued, and intangible, the loss of safety and innocence. In summary, The Toybox is a tense, atmospheric survival horror film that combines supernatural terror with intimate family drama. Mischa Barton leads a strong cast in a tightly paced story that turns a simple RV road trip into a deadly nightmare. The film's strengths lie in its character-driven scares, claustrophobic setting, and the way it twists childhood innocence into a source of dread. While it may not revolutionize the genre, it offers a solid, well-crafted experience for fans of horror that combines emotional depth with moments of intense fear. If you enjoy survival horror movies that keep you on edge with suspense, psychological dread, and a chilling atmosphere, The Toybox is worth a watch. Just remember, sometimes the places you think are safest can be the most dangerous of all.